Welcome, curious listeners, to Curious Potential, the podcast where we explore the hidden dynamics and limitless possibilities of human connection and personal growth. I'm your host, Sophie, and today, we're embarking on a truly foundational journey into a skill that underpins literally everything we do: the art of effective communication. It's not just about the words you say, or even how you say them, but the entire symphony of signals we send and receive, consciously and unconsciously. In a world constantly buzzing with information, where messages fly faster than ever across countless platforms, being heard is one significant challenge. But truly understanding, and perhaps even more profoundly, being understood, that is an art form in itself. Effective communication isn't just a soft skill to tick off on a resume. It's the very bedrock upon which every successful relationship is built, every groundbreaking innovation takes shape, and every meaningful human exchange blossoms. It's the invisible thread weaving through our personal lives, our professional endeavors, and our societal interactions. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on three critical pillars that form the bedrock of truly impactful communication. First, we'll explore the transformative power of active listening, going beyond just hearing words to truly understanding intent, emotion, and unspoken needs. Then, we'll dissect the clarity of precise articulation, the ability to convey your thoughts with undeniable accuracy and impact, ensuring your message lands exactly as intended. And finally, we'll delve into the fascinating, often silent language of nonverbal cues, the gestures, expressions, and posture that speak volumes without uttering a single word. By mastering these pillars, we don't just speak into the void, we truly connect. We don't just hear sounds, we comprehend the message. And we don't just see a person, we perceive their essence. So, grab your notebooks, settle in, and let's embark on this journey to unlock the secrets of truly impactful communication right here on Curious Potential. All right, listeners, let's dive into our first core concept today, a skill surprisingly rare in our fast-paced, digital world, yet incredibly powerful. I'm talking about active listening. Now, you might think, oh, I listen all the time. But active listening is so much more than just waiting for your turn to speak. It's about fully, truly concentrating on what is being said and not just the words. It's about paying attention to nonverbal cues, body language, tone, understanding the complete message. Think of it as listening with all your senses, truly present. Research, particularly in psychology and conflict resolution, consistently highlights active listening as a foundational cornerstone of strong relationships, personal or professional. When you genuinely actively listen, you build trust, foster deep empathy, help resolve conflicts peacefully, and significantly reduce misunderstandings. It means you're not formulating your response while the other person speaks. You are simply profoundly present, taking in their perspective. This presence is a gift in itself. So, how do we actually do it? What are the key techniques for active listening? First, simple yet powerful, make eye contact. This shows engagement, but always be mindful of cultural norms. Second, avoid distractions. Put away your phone, quiet your own internal chatter. Your thoughts can be as distracting as external noise. Third, use verbal affirmations. Subtle cues like or I see show you're following without interrupting. Crucially, active listening also involves asking clarifying questions. Questions like, could you elaborate? Or, what I hear you saying is, paraphrase, am I right? This leads to another powerful technique: paraphrasing what you've heard back to the speaker. This demonstrates understanding and allows correction. Now, let's talk about common pitfalls: interrupting, judging prematurely, or simply waiting for a pause to jump in with your own thoughts or advice. Remember, the ultimate goal of active listening isn't necessarily to agree or to immediately solve. It's to understand. By truly hearing someone, you give them the invaluable gift of being understood. And that, my friends, is a superpower. Welcome back to Curious Potential. In our last segment, we delved deep into the power of active listening, understanding that true understanding begins by opening our ears and minds. But once we've truly heard, the natural next step in the dance of communication is to ensure our own message is received with equal clarity. This brings us to our second core concept, the art of clear articulation. What exactly is clear articulation? Simply put, it's the ability to express your thoughts, your dazzling ideas, your feelings, precisely and understandably. It's about ensuring that when you speak, your message lands exactly as you intend it, leaving absolutely no room for ambiguity, no space for misinterpretation. Think of it like aiming a dart at a dartboard. You want that dart to hit the bullseye, not veer off into the wall. The importance of mastering this skill truly cannot be overstated. When you articulate clearly, you're not just speaking, you're saving precious time, preventing those frustrating, costly errors that often arise from misunderstandings. You're actively building your credibility, showing that you are thoughtful and precise. It's fundamental to effective leadership and collaborative success, because how can you lead or work together effectively if your directions or ideas are muddled? And perhaps most powerfully, when you articulate clearly, you project an undeniable sense of confidence and competence. It's not just what you say, but how you say it that makes all the difference. So, with such high stakes, how do we actually achieve this elusive clarity? How do we become masters of articulation? Let's break down some practical techniques. Firstly, conciseness. This is about getting straight to the point. We often waffle, adding unnecessary words or phrases, or using jargon when simpler language would suffice. Think about it. If you can say something in 10 words, why use 20? Prune that verbal undergrowth. Get rid of anything that doesn't serve your core message. It's a form of verbal decluttering, ensuring every word earns its place. Secondly, structure your thoughts. Before you even open your mouth, take a moment. Organize your ideas logically. This isn't just for formal presentations, it applies to everyday conversations too. Whether you're explaining a task, sharing an opinion, or telling a story, having a clear beginning, a well-developed middle, and a concise end makes your message infinitely easier for your audience to follow. It's like providing a clear roadmap for their minds, guiding them smoothly through your ideas rather than letting them wander off-road. Thirdly, and this is absolutely crucial, always consider your audience. Tailor your language, your examples, and the depth of detail to whoever you're speaking with. What's perfectly clear to an expert in your field might be utterly confusing to a novice, filled with jargon they simply don't understand. Adapt your delivery to resonate with them, to meet them where they are. And finally, never underestimate the power of your vocal delivery. Your voice itself is a powerful tool in articulation. Pay attention to your pace, not too fast, where your words tumble over each other, and not too slow. Your volume should be appropriate, and your tone conveys so much. Enunciate your words clearly, no mumbling. A monotone voice is the enemy of engagement, so vary your pitch and inflection. Let your voice be dynamic. The ultimate goal here isn't just to speak words, it's to be truly understood, to connect. By consistently practicing these techniques, we move beyond merely talking to truly communicating with purpose, precision, and profound impact. That's the art of clear articulation. Welcome back to Curious Potential. So far, we've unpacked the nuances of active listening and the art of asking powerful questions. Now, let's shift our focus to an equally, if not more, potent form of communication, the often unspoken language that accompanies our words, nonverbal cues. While words convey explicit meaning, nonverbal communication often reveals the true feelings and intentions behind them. It's the silent narrator of our inner world. This rich tapestry includes everything from our body language and facial expressions to the subtle shifts in our tone of voice, the gestures we make, and even the power of silence itself. Think about it. Research suggests that a significant portion of our message is conveyed nonverbally, sometimes even contradicting our spoken words. Understanding these cues isn't just helpful. It's absolutely crucial for gaining a complete picture of a conversation, for building genuine rapport, and for navigating social situations with far greater intelligence and empathy. Let's start breaking down some of these key types. First up, let's talk about body language, also known as kinesics. This is what you see: posture, for instance. Is someone open and relaxed, perhaps leaning slightly forward, indicating engagement? Or are they closed off and tense, with slumped shoulders or arms crossed tightly? And then there are gestures. Are their hands open and palms visible, signaling receptiveness and honesty? Or are their arms crossed, creating a barrier, perhaps indicating defensiveness or disagreement? These physical signals often speak volumes before a single word is uttered. Next, we have eye contact, or oculesics, which is incredibly powerful. Direct eye contact often signals engagement, honesty, and confidence in many Western cultures. It shows you're present and paying attention. However, and this is a big however, cultural norms vary widely here. What's considered respectful and engaging in one culture might be seen as aggressive, confrontational, or even disrespectful in another. In some Asian or Middle Eastern cultures, prolonged direct eye contact with someone of higher status can be perceived as challenging authority. So it's vital to be aware of the context and cultural background of the person you're interacting with. Moving on to our faces. Facial expressions are arguably the most universally recognized nonverbal cues. We instinctively understand emotions like happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, and disgust, no matter where we are in the world. What's truly fascinating are microexpressions, fleeting, involuntary facial expressions that last only a fraction of a second, often revealing true emotions even if someone is trying to conceal them. They're like tiny windows into the soul. And then there's paralanguage, or tone of voice. It's not about what words are said, but how. Pitch, volume, pace, and inflection convey emotion and attitude. A sarcastic tone can flip a positive meaning, while a soft voice can soothe, regardless of phrasing. And finally, let's not forget silence. Silence itself can be a profoundly powerful nonverbal cue. It can signal discomfort, deep thought, perhaps someone processing information, or even disagreement and resistance. Knowing when to simply hold space and allow silence can be just as impactful as speaking. Now, here's the crucial takeaway for interpreting all these signals. Look for clusters of cues rather than isolated gestures. A single crossed arm might mean they're cold, but combined with a furrowed brow and leaning away, it indicates discomfort or disagreement. Always consider the context. By becoming more attuned to these silent signals, we can truly read between the lines, adjust our own communication to be more effective, and connect with others on a deeper, more intuitive level. It's about truly understanding the complete message, spoken and unspoken. Welcome back to Curious Potential, where we unlock the secrets to a more effective you. So far, we've embarked on a fascinating journey, dissecting the foundational elements of truly impactful communication. We've honed in on the power of active listening, not just hearing, but truly understanding. We've explored the precision and clarity required for clear articulation, ensuring your message lands exactly as intended. And we've delved into the often unspoken language of nonverbal cues, learning to read the subtle signals that convey so much more than words ever could. Each of these, in isolation, is a formidable skill, absolutely crucial to effective interaction. But here's the kicker: the secret sauce, the true art of effective communication, isn't just mastering these distinct skills. It's in their seamless, elegant integration. Think of it like this: these three pillars don't stand alone, isolated and separate. No, they are inherently interdependent, intricately woven together, forming a powerful, undeniable synergy. This synergy is what elevates our entire ability to connect, to influence, and to truly be understood. Imagine for a moment a masterful sculptor at work. They don't just focus on the raw marble in isolation, do they? Nor do they simply obsess over their tools or merely hold a vague vision in their mind. It's the dynamic interplay of all these elements, the understanding of the material, the skillful manipulation of the tools, and the unwavering clarity of their artistic vision, that brings the masterpiece, the true work of art, vibrantly to life. Similarly, in the rich tapestry of human communication, when you are actively listening, you're not just processing words. You're simultaneously observing the speaker's nonverbal cues. You're picking up on their shifting posture, their eye movements, the subtle changes in their tone of voice. These are vital clues, providing crucial context and profound insight into their true message or underlying emotional state, far beyond what their spoken words might convey. And conversely, when you are articulating your own thoughts clearly, you are not speaking into a void, hoping your message sticks. Oh no, you are a master calibrator, constantly adjusting and refining your message based on the immediate, invaluable nonverbal feedback you receive from your audience. Are they nodding in agreement, indicating comprehension? Are their brows subtly furrowed in confusion, signaling a need for clarification? Do they seem genuinely engaged, leaning forward, or perhaps distracted, glancing away? This immediate, dynamic feedback loop is your greatest asset. It's what allows you to effortlessly adjust your pace, to instinctively rephrase an explanation in real time, or to intuitively delve deeper into a point if you sense a need for more detail. Ultimately, effective communication isn't a static monologue or a simple exchange of facts. It's truly a collaborative dance, a beautiful, continuous exchange where we are both actively sending and thoughtfully receiving signals across multiple, interwoven channels simultaneously. It's about cultivating a holistic awareness of the entire communicative landscape, embracing every nuance, every subtle hint. When active listening, clear articulation, and insightful nonverbal interpretation all work in perfect harmony, you're not just having a conversation. You're building deep understanding, fostering unwavering trust, and forging genuine, lasting connection. It's truly a transformative approach to human interaction, unlocking your curious potential for impactful connection. As we wrap up today's episode, The Communicator's Compass, let's reflect on the profound impact effective communication has on every aspect of our lives. We've explored the foundational power of active listening, essential for building trust and deepening understanding. We've honed in on the precision needed for clear articulation, ensuring our messages are received as intended. And we've uncovered the rich, silent language of nonverbal cues, offering invaluable insight into true feelings and intentions. These aren't just theoretical concepts. They are practical, actionable skills that, when practiced and integrated, can profoundly transform your relationships, career, and overall well-being. It's a continuous journey of learning and refinement, requiring mindfulness and empathy. So, I encourage you, take these insights and apply them. In your next conversation, consciously practice active listening. Before you speak, pause and consider how you can articulate your thoughts with greater clarity. And observe the nonverbal cues around you. What are they truly telling you? By embracing these practices, you're not just improving your communication, you're enhancing your entire human experience. Thank you for joining us on The Communicator's Compass. Until next time, keep listening, keep articulating, and keep connecting.
Yeah.